just realized we messed up. We should be drinking Duckets.
So the entire Ackles clan, you saw D yesterday, but they're in town, so I got to go hang with little Zep and little Arrow and little J-Bird last night. It was great, yeah, it was great to have a giant cheeseburger at 10 p.m. and then go to bed. It's great morning, guys. Yeah. So next time I do that and have a burger, I'm awake from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m., so just call. No, but it was awesome to see how they're growing up.
We were sitting having dinner at the hotel last night when they were already there, and I came in, and Jared came in, and he sat down in just instant uncle mode. Just like, okay, I've got this coin now. I want you to follow this coin with me. True. And he did, and this was like, Zeppel was all into it. He was like, okay, yeah. And he's like flipping the coin and doing this thing, and meanwhile, Arrow's going, do it again, but slower.
Legit. She's like, no, I think what you're doing is this. She's like, do it slower. And I was like, girl, you're fucking up my magic trick.
If you do it slower, the trick doesn't work if I do it slower.
I'm not an actual magician. Like, humor me. It's 10 p.m.
And she's like, don't buy it. And went back to coloring.
So then we walked them up to their room, room 1016 at the Marriott.
There you go, we got a mic coming for you so we can all hear you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hi you guys, it's Rachel.
Is there anybody from Boston here? What about like greater Massachusetts area? Okay, my apologies.
Mind facting too.
Everything's good. I don't think it's any surprise that we were working together.
I mean, to be fair, we never really stopped. So it was very easy and very familiar being on set together. Just in a very different playground.
Yeah.
I will say we can't say almost anything about what we were doing. But I will say that it was fun to see Jared out of his comfort zone.
So out of my comfort zone. Yeah. So out of my comfort zone.
But man, you handled it with grace, and you were awesome. And I already told you this, but I was proud of the work he put in. It was good seeing him in this, on this set, in this show with these people that I've come to know. But see him come in and just deliver the way he did, and I knew he would, but it was just really, it was awesome to see it.
Thanks, man. Nathan Fillion actually had invited us both to his birthday party, which was like a couple weeks ago in LA, and I was like, buddy, I'd love to make it, but I'm gonna be with Ackles doing The Boys. He's like, that's my fucking favorite show. Good reason to miss my party. Tell Ackles what's up. And I was like, you got it. But I was super excited to be there.
Let's go right back there, glasses. Yes.
Alright, so to me personally, every time I hear Eye of the Tiger, I think of you. How does it make you feel?
Sorry.
How does it make you feel to think that more people think of you when they hear the song than they think of Rocky?
Oh shit!
I mean, I think it's probably a generational thing.
And also, if you're in Philadelphia, you probably still think of Rocky.
Yeah, of course. And are probably angry with me that I've even come close to touching that iconic moment in that iconic movie. It is a weird thing. I mean, even like Carry On was never our official song of the show, but it is certainly become that. And I feel like there's certain songs that you can really affiliate with the show, and I never would have thought that would have been one. It was just a basic music cue that we use in every episode, but it was okay, good for you. She said I'm too sexy. Well, maybe you're in the wrong convention center. Well, find your sexy con.
I have two more. One, and you brought this up the other day, Styx Renegade.
Yeah.
Yes. And it came up, you had mentioned it, we were in Rome or something, and you had
mentioned it. We were in Toronto.
And that was up, my playlist was on shuffle, and it came up. And I'm like, okay, Apple's listening to us.
Yeah, that's great.
But also, Major Tom.
Yeah, so I think there were a lot of amazing music cues that we got to use in the show. And the reason I think that, obviously the reason that one kind of stands among many others is because of the outtake that was unplanned and unbeknownst to me, he was just going to be like, let's see what he does.
And Phil Screecher brought us back
and
together.
Phil was directing, and they all just kind of let it go, and so then you had that moment, which was great and fun. But yes, it is wild to think that there is a generation now that associates that song with our show over what I have always associated it with, which was Rocky. So
Major Tom to me, kind of non sequitur, but was so fun because I was in the episode, but I was not in that sequence with the ferry and the microwave. And so I think I was home, like getting some sleep or going to eat or something. And so it's weird when you're a part of a show, when you're on camera, to watch it shortly thereafter. You're like, oh, I should have done this, or oh, that's cool, or oh, I forgot that. But when I watched that episode, the whole fight the fairies and all that, that sequence in the motel with Ackles and chasing the ferry and Major Tom, I was like, this show is awesome. So that sticks out to me.
What is something that has given you goosebumps lately? Or if there's anybody that you would meet that would give you goosebumps, have met or haven't met yet?
The tacos from the corner store.
I slept great. Because I closed the drapes. Goosebumps. I'm just sitting here thinking, I've got two things I can think of. One happened last night and also again this morning, which was my kids saying that they love you, or that I love you to me, and but genuinely meaning it. Because there's a difference where you're like, love you, Dad. I love you, as opposed to, like this morning, Arrow grabbed my face because I was saying goodbye to her because I think they're gonna head back home. And she just said, I love you, Daddy. And it was like, okay, I gotta go now.
I'm not crying yet.
That, and yeah, exactly. That gets me, and I hope it will forever get me. And then I'm a sucker for, I think I got goosebumps to the Final Four. There was some really close games, and I'm hoping I get some goosebumps today with Rory McIlroy possibly winning his first green jacket. So, I mean, I know, it's not a full moon, but hey.
Close enough.
It's close enough.
If Sam and Dean played video games, assuming that they had the interest and time to do so, what do you think their favorite video games would be, or favorite video game genres? Like, I have my idea, but I don't know what you think.
Nintendo GoldenEye. Sorry, I haven't thought about that at all. What would you pick, as somebody who knows probably way more video games than I do? What is a game that you think Sam and Dean would play?
I think Sam would like something like Warhammer or Persona, like something that takes a little like strategy, or it really kind of like you have to think about it a lot.
Okay, do me.
I think Dean would really be into either like a Metal Gear Solid or Red Dead Redemption.
What's the game that we played the entirety of season 1 or 2? We both bought PlayStations at the Sutton place, and we played that game. It was like a role-playing game, and Tishy was playing it also. Start with the R.
Resistance Fall of Man.
Resistance. We played Resistance non-stop. Like, he was in his room, I was in my room. It was before you could.
It's the reason I gave up video games, because it sucked the life out of me. And I couldn't do it anymore.
Resistance. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh yeah. And then we get like, what level did you do last night? Like, 10. I'd be like 9. He's like, dude, 10 when you come around the corner, yada yada.
It was the equivalent of like binge watching a show with your friends and be like, did you watch an episode last night? What did you get to? Did you watch 2? Did you watch 3? Did you get to that one part, that one part? Yeah, that's what it was for us, except it was a freaking video game. Okay.
Thank you.
You tried cheerleading. Did you?
I tried what?
Did you actually try cheerleading, or was that just a rumor?
Don't look at me. I'm not Jensen. I'm Jerry.
Because I'm a cheerleader, and I would love to know if you like actually were a cheerleader, or was it just a rumor?
Oh, cheerleading. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, no. This is. I've tried to clean this up before. So there was, and I don't even know if they have this anymore in like high school, middle school, but it's a thing called the Key Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was, when you're in high school, you start joining these clubs and these groups as a way to like bolster your academic kind of portfolio to get to college.
I didn't.
Well, you didn't go to college, so it doesn't matter. And neither did I, so it didn't matter. So I was encouraged to like start joining these clubs and stuff, and I got together with some of the baseball team, which I played baseball, and during football season, we were like, the Key Club is responsible for the guys that go down to the field and like when the team scores, you like run the flag and fire off the cannon and do all that kind of stuff. So that's what I did, and then my girlfriend at the time was the captain of the cheerleading team, and she was like, hey, let's incorporate you guys. You could come over and like do some fun stuff with us while in between, scores. And we were like, okay. And so we did a few like stunts with the cheerleading team, and that's all that was.
I think you would have made an excellent flyer.
Flyer?
Can you imagine?
I actually did. So my senior year, we retrofitted the cannon to shoot people. I got to the 50-yard line. Helmet and all. Are you a cheerleader? Yeah. Are you a flyer? You know what that means? I'm assuming it's the people they toss. Yeah, that's what I said. It's the people that get tossed. You're what are the throwers? Bases. I think you might want to work on that name. We're the foundations. Okay, so the bases and then the flyers. Yeah, I don't know.
It's like a doo-wop band from the 50s. It's a Motown.
Are there any other names?
So
We're gonna work on the names, guys. We gotta work on the names. That sounds like you need to go see a dermatologist. Okay, thank you, Brady.
The question is for Jensen. Throughout the show, we can see that you play a lot of pranks to Jared, to Sam. What is your favorite prank to play in the game?
Favorite prank?
Your favorite prank?
I mean, I would argue that Jared was probably more of a prankster than I was. He was more consistent in his daily routines as just pranking people constantly. I would simply just sprinkle a little extra on top of his pranks. So it was definitely it was a codependent situation as far as pranking everybody goes. But we didn't really prank each other, and I'll tell you why. Because I guess it was season 1, right?
1 or 2.
It was
I
one.
think it was Tall Tales, or it was one with Hell House. It was Hell House.
How do you know this?
It was Hell House. What was the enemy called? Tulpa. That's it. The episode where we're pranking each other.
I don't even think you guys are speaking English.
It's Tulpa.
So we had by that time we had gotten separate. When we first started, we were in one. It was called a double banger, and it meant
That's another
Listen, we gotta work on the names, guys. We gotta work on these names.
Yeah, there's the flyer, there's the foundation, there's the backstop,
And there's the double banger. I mean, look, we're in Boston, so which means
Get back on track, Ackles. Get back.
well, I was just like, it means a honey wagon, which that doesn't help either. So a honey wagon are the actors' trailers, right? And sometimes they're a single,
which one person to one trailer. Sometimes they're doubles, which you got 2 people in one trailer.
Consenting.
And some, yes. And you can have triple bangers. You can have
All consensual.
all consensual. Hey, Clip, are there quadruple bangers? Yes, quadruple
He's been to
bangers.
those parties.
But that's it, right? That's as many as. There's a 6. There's a 6 banger. Oh yeah, that's right. That's usually for the stunt guys. Those poor stunts.
They're bendy.
So Jared and I were in a double banger for the first part of the first season, and they quickly decided that we were better not being in the same trailer, and got us our own separate trailers.
Single banger.
Right, solo banger. Solo banger. That's our band. We're coming out with a new single.
We'll play it for you right now.
Yeah. And when we got our separate trailers, I forget, was it you that you like TP'd my trailer? So he like toilet paper wrapped my trailer one day, and I was like,
Saran wrap as well.
yeah. It was a mess. So I was like, all right, and I got my hands on some fart spray. And I didn't spray it in his trailer, I just unscrewed it and just dumped the liquid. Because you can clean up toilet paper and saran wrap pretty quickly. That stuff you can't clean up, they had to get him a new trailer.
Somewhere someone is looking at a trailer from season 1 Supernatural, like, oh, used trailer, walking, going, what the hell happened here?
Who died? And it was after that moment that we quickly realized that this could get out of hand.
Yeah. The frustration, I will say the frustration built up because we're both like to have a good time on set with friends. And so we had all this like pent up, like, I want to fuck around with somebody. Fortunately, in season 4, they introduced a character named Castiel.
We had a common target.
A common target. So all the pent-up frustration of like agreeing, it was like they say something's mad, like mutually assured destruction. Like I think we realized we both had nuclear weapons. It's like, hey, I'm not gonna nuke you, but don't nuke me here. Otherwise, like, well,
Yeah, let's aim our weapons somewhere else.
yeah. Who's this strange guy? Raise you from perdition. Perfect. Let's get him. Yeah, so that worked out well.
All right, I think we got time for one more. Let's go ahead.
I'm a strength and conditioning coach, and so just wondering, obviously you guys have had long careers, played different characters through the careers, but even on Supernatural, Sam, even I noticed, went through some physical transformations, getting larger in some
did.
seasons.
It's all in the hair.
So, just wondering for both of you, through your career and especially playing, superheroes and whatnot, Jensen, what type of trainings have you done? And also maybe what your favorite exercise is to do?
That's great, man.
Good question.
He and I and Misha, I was telling this story in the green room. We're all in Toronto shooting The Boys, and Misha's like, hey, there's a Pilates studio around the corner from the hotel. I've done Pilates prior to that exactly once in my life. It was at an all-inclusive resort in Cancun, where like I think they just got somebody to go like, okay, now you bend down. Like it was not legit Pilates, and so I think Ackles and I never the type of people to not accept the challenge. We're like, yeah, we'll fucking do it. Yeah, man. Pilates, sure. How hard can that be? It's a bunch of chicks in Lululemon. So we went. That sucked.
Yeah, cut to the 3 of us in the corner of the studio.
Dripping.
Flop sweating.
Yeah.
The poor people who had to clean up the equipment. And we tried. Like they have the wipes there. We were like, this is a fool's errand right now, trying to wipe this place up.
Yeah, cut to to Ackles' point, like 10 minutes into it, the girls that are beside us on the transformer, whatever it's called, are like just moving away to the next one. Just stinky. We're like, we're the only people over 40 in the room. I think full body stuff. I've had some knee injuries and shoulder.
He's always been a runner. He's always been somebody that likes to clock miles, whether it's running, sprinting, or even just walking. So he's always been somebody that clocks miles, and pull-ups have always been his kind of go-to thing. Mine's kind of ebbed and flowed throughout the years. I've just always tried to do something that keeps me mobile and active and in shape. I think the focus has shifted throughout the career. I mean, early on, it was strictly just appearance. Pushing a lot of weight, trying to build up muscle so that you look a certain way. Now where I am is it's more like injury prevention. So there's a lot of mobility training, a lot of kind of strength training without lifting heavy stuff. So I'll do, I've focused a lot more on lower body than I used to ever do. It was always like, oh, I've got to get big shoulders and big chest and arms and stuff, because that's what you see on camera. But now for me, it's like a good base is going to help me.
Well, now we're also seeing your lower body on camera.
That's true. It's a lot more mobility style stuff and staying, being able to be agile and being able to be mobile to do a lot of the physical demanding stuff that I do. So it's less about aesthetics and more about performance.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it.